stunning discovery. Moon ice has been discovered by NASA and it's shielded by magnetic anomalies on the lunar surface. Ice on the moon that was first discovered back in 2018 has not melted thanks to magnetic anomalies on the lunar surface. So how is that possible? NASA's astronomers made a stunning find back in 2018. That's when they came across the first ever evidence of water ice on the moon. The ice was found lingering in the darkest, coldest parts of the moon's polar regions. The ice deposits are patchily distributed, and they could have been there for millions of years from what the astronomers are saying. At the southern pole, the majority of the ice is concentrated at lunar craters, and while the northern pole ice is more widely, sparsely spread. Today, the ice covering the bottom of the craters at the moon's north and south poles still remains, even though it is exposed to solar wind. Solar wind brings waves of charged particles that blast out of the sun at hundreds of miles a second. However, the polar ice has been untouched by the sun's rays, possibly for millions of years. That is despite the fact that the ionized wind that catapults out the sun being highly erosive, which one might expect would cause the ice to melt from the solar radiation. This would appear even more likely as the moon, unlike the blue planet, our Earth, does not have a magnetic shield. No, it's not like our geomagnetic field. The moon does not have such a thing to protect it from the sun's charged particles. But a map of the moon's magnetic anomalies might help to explain why this ice is being preserved. The map was presented by the Lunar Planetary Science Conference by scientists from the University of Arizona last month. Back in the 1970s, the Apollo 15 and 16 missions first detected these anomalies. These are thought to be remnants of the moon's ancient magnetic shield, which NASA believes to have vanished billions of years ago. These anomalies reportedly with a number of big polar craters, some of them contain ancient ice deposits. The researchers say that these anomalies act as tiny magnetic shields. They're batting away the solar wind that would have otherwise melted the ice. Planetary scientist University of Arizona Lon Hood said these anomalies can deflect the solar wind. We think they could be quite significant in shielding the permanently shadowed regions. The researchers' 12 regional maps of the lunar South Pole were recorded by the Cayuga spacecraft owned by the Japanese. It orbited the moon from 2007 to 2009 and had a magnetometer that was able to detect pockets of magnetism across the moon's surface. Magnetic anomalies were shown to overlap with at least two permanently shadowed craters on the lunar surface, the South Pole, known as the Shoemaker and Sverdrup craters. Let's remember that this is where the Chinese wanted to set up some kind of a camp, a habitat, or a station, a lunar station on the South Pole. I guess that's because they knew that it had water there. The researchers said that these significantly deflect the ion bombardment of solar wind, despite only being microscopic when compared to the size of the Earth's magnetic field. Even though researchers are yet to have this peer-reviewed, this is currently the most likely explanation for the still intact lunar ice discovered 4 years ago. This is on Express UK by Jacob Paul from Live Science and NASA. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.